Hello? From Cranky Rocket. Yeah, he needs to be groomed terribly again. But he just wanted to say hello, huh? Want to say hello? All right, I'll put him back down. Be back in a second. So now we have Doll 10, all right? Doll 10. Never heard of it before. A beautiful subscriber of mine suggested I try it, so I went out and did some research. It's not really budget friendly either. It's pretty expensive. I got a package. I got the foundation in medium. This covers everything. Super Coverage Serum Makeup with peptides. Covers everything, huh? Then that came with a mascara. And this mascara is Give 'em Lash multi-dimensional mascara. So we're going to try that. Then I was intrigued by these 3 lipsticks. These are like the changing color lipsticks. This one here, Sultry Tint. Oh, you got to unscrew them too. I tell you, I still fight with that. Look at the color. That's not how it goes on. They're lip balms, basically. So this color here, yeah, they're very subtle and they'll change. So right now you don't see much of anything. And I'll bring it back as it sultries up. So this is Hint of Tint. This one. Ooh, look at that. And I'll put that right next to this one. So yeah, they're just for a nice summer pretty look. And then, oops, make sure you screw it back on. Then this one is called Warm Tint. And I'm going to put it right next to the Hint of Tint. Okay, so here was the sultry. Here is the Hint of Tint, Warm Tint. So they darken over time. I think my favorite is the Warm Tint. So those are lovely. Aside from the Doll 10, I have received e.l.f.'s. This is supposed to be an alternative. Here's the 2 mattes, MAC and e.l.f. Okay, they are slightly different colors, but they're supposed to be the same as far as the contour, highlighter, and bronzer. So we'll be using that as well. And then I had ordered this. I had forgotten, and it just came. It's by Mob, and it's their Blurring Blot Balm, a primer. See it? It's got an interesting balmy feel. All right, and then I found, I'm going to try this, my Wet n Wild Glass Correct Primer Base. Rocky-doo! Do wackadoo! I squirt out a nice grin. Oh, probably didn't need a lot. Oh, it's got a cooling. It's got a cool feel to it. Well, I got way too much. We're gonna have to let that set a minute, aren't we? Okay, so while that's doing that, I'll show you some of the other things I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use Maybelline's Instant Age Rewind Eraser Multi-Use Concealer. Okay, and this is in the color 120. Not sure what it shows what color. But I haven't used this in a while, so I wanted to try that. No. Oh, hello. Say hello, Rod.
Hello, Rod. I'm going to take off.
Okay. Have fun.
I will.
All right, I love you. He's going to take off. He's going golfing at Top Golf with his son. And then picking up our taxes. And I think just for my eyes, I'm going to use either one of these palettes to make it a nice natural day. I have this on today because it's like 56. It's not quite warm enough, but I'm just ready. I'm so ready. I know you all are too. All right. I think that's pretty good. Now we're going to try this. I'm going to use the 106 today. Let's get this nice and mixed up. Hopefully I can open it. Okay. Let's just put it. I'm not sure the color either. Yeah, the color. Maybe it'll dry down. You know, looks a little yellowish to me. Is this for mature skin? It's a natural product. This is medium, and it's full coverage. It covers. I like to pound it in. Okay. Let's see how my pores look with. Yeah. This is definitely more coverage than I want. But it says it's a serum with peptides in it. It's like, oh my gosh, we have so many. My skincare has peptides, and it's like, oh my gosh, are we overkilling? We should be looking for serum-y foundations. Now, if you like full coverage, you're going to love this. So I will come back later tonight to let you know how it did. Okay. Up close. It is very serum-y. I see it. Yeah. I see it like sitting into my pores. And that could be because this isn't as pore reducing primer. Okay, that's my base. And I am, because I'm a creature of habit. I'm going to spray my D'Alba with my mouth closed. This is not a setting spray. Really, this is a hydrating mist. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do my brows and be right back. I'm going to move on to these two contours. So I'm going to do my right side with e.l.f. and my left side with MAC. So what I'm going to do first, I don't really see much of a contour color. Let me do this for you. I can't really see. They're very, very subdued. So not real pigmented. All right, so I'm going to try those on the right, and what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to use my Nikki's N14, and I'm going to dip into this here for my contour. This isn't really a cool color. Okay. On the left is now going to be MAC, and I'm going to take this one up here. It's more of a gray color. I'm going to wipe off the brush and dip it in there. I definitely like this color better, rather than the warm there. I like the cool in my concaveness. So before I do anything else, I want to put my blush on, and what I'm going to use, which I'm absolutely digging, is my MAC's new blush. Kind of just loving this, digging it. It's the Blush Please Glow Play. If I move forward and backwards, my lighting changes because of the outdoors. It's getting sunny, and then it gets overcast, and it gets sunny. It's just the way it is. So now I'm going to take, yeah, I think this is just a beautiful color. Beautiful color. I'm going to put that on both sides. And I always like to do this, ladies. I like a little hint of that. Very, very subtle. And I may add more a little bit later. So now I'm going to take my e.l.f. on the right side. Oh no, I closed it. I'm going to take this one. Rocky, no. For my bronzer. So I'm going to go just a little bit like this. Just a little on top of my blush. Right above my contour, and like that. Very, very, very subdued, ladies. Very. I like to do a little like that as well. Okay. Okay, that's the e.l.f. And then I'm going to take another Fluff McGruff, Nikki's N15, and I'm going to dip it in this one here. Actually, I'm going to dip it in these two. Across, like so. Okay. Right. This is more pigmented, so you don't have to dip much. e.l.f. MAC. All right, now I'm going to go on to the e.l.f. to the highlighter. And you know, I'm going to take M13, a little flat like this, and I'm going to take it in this lighter color here to use as a highlight. Not a highlighter, but just to take some of the red out. I did it on both sides of my nose, I'm sorry. And both sides of my face. Because this one doesn't really have a color like this. I like that. So I can use it on both noses. Both noses. I have two noses. This powder's very nice. Very silky, satiny. Okay, now on, this is a highlighter. I'm going to use that. And I had, oh, here it is. I found this little IT brush, highlighter brush like that. And I'm going to take it in this. And then I'm going to go like that. Oh, pretty. Yeah, I love MAC's highlighter. One side of my nose. One side of my nose. One side of my Cupid's bow. Okay. Very subdued. Now I'm going to take e.l.f.'s highlighter here, and I'm going to, whoop, very powdery. I'm a Cupid bow. I definitely like the MAC side for the glow. Oh boy, do I need to pluck my eyebrows, don't look. The e.l.f. is more powdery. It's very smooth, but it's more subdued. I think it's lovely, but if I were to choose my favorite, it is MAC. But you know, this is a close second, and it's $8.98, and this was $70. Okay, so up close, they look beautiful. So that's my take on those two. Now, eyes. I am going to use this one. And I think this is a Alter Ego. Yes, Alter Ego 204. Little tiny brush like so. And I'm going to dip that in this lighter here. On my eyeshadow. I just want to fill in. Okay, again, they're very, very subdued. This is a kind you would use to build. It's the other side. I'm going to take Angie's A503 Fluff Fluff McGruff into my MAC, this color. Colors are very close. This is just more pigmented. I need less. That's just what I'm going. This one's just a tad darker. Okay, and I always like my Fluff Fluff McGruff. I'll take, this is Alter Ego's 205. Okay, I'm going to use it on both. Okay. Now, in the corner, I'm going to use the darker, and I'll use the same brush on my right eye. Right here. Just a little, just a tad dimension. They're very powdery. Alright, then I'm going to take the same brush I had. I'm going to put it in the dark here. So then I'm going to take this gray. Stop it, Gloria. I'm going to put it in the center right here. Alright, and then I'm going to take this lighter one here and put it over here. I'm just grabbing brushes. Oh, that's very light. Okay. Take my Fluff Fluff McGruff. Try to marry them together. Different, very different, huh? And then I'm going to take this highlighter with my finger and put it right here on the center and in towards the corner. Right at my tear line, tear duct. And then I'm going to take this one by e.l.f. on this side. It's more of a matte highlight. Look up close here. I'm going to add a little more rouge. Oh, my poor arthritic hands. Okay, now that is an interesting brush. All right, here we go. That's lovely, isn't it? That is lovely mascara. Look at that. Lovely. Okay. Now under eyes, I said I was going to use my Maybelline. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do it like this. People swear by this concealer for mature skin. Mature. I'm going to do that. All right. I'll go ahead and take my little Angie Stowfoot. Alright, so I'm going to take my Soar lip liner by MAC. First I'm going to do my Laura Geller primer. I just love how it goes on. Fill in the sides. Now, I am going to take the one that I liked, the warm. Pretty, huh? Pretty, pretty. Now, I have this Mob. Instead of powdering my face, I'm going to try this on certain spots. This is 209 BK. And make sure it's clean as can be. And then I'm going to just kind of go like that. And I'm going to just kind of go in the real shiny areas. Interesting. Oh, I like that. If you don't like a powder. So I'm going to go here too. And it's a primer. I probably should have used this as a primer for my pores. It is. It's blurring the pores, taking down the shine without any drying. Oh yeah. Okay, I got to keep using this, but for right now, I like it. And their packaging is like box. It's very good for the environment, this paper here. Isn't that very cool? They're not. This was 22, I believe. Yeah. For this, and it'll last a long time. Okay. All right, that's the Doll 10. I will be back in about 6-7 hours, and we'll see how beautiful. It looks beautiful. It looks hydrating. The color worked out because as it dried down, it did better. Plus, when you add more products to help bring out your dimension, my dimension, I think it looks lovely. All right, ladies, we'll see you soon. Don't step anything squishy. Happy wine time, my lovely ladies of my heart. It is 6:45 here in Idaho. I have to confess, after I did my Doll 10 makeup video, I was going to come back later. Well, again, we got sidetracked. We had company come, then we went to dinner. So I recreated it today. That's why we have the new nails. And I have to say the second time is beautiful as the first. It didn't set in my fine lines and wrinkles. It stayed as well as it could. With 7 hours of wear, you know, I start to show through, but as I said, I can't keep my hands off my face. The mascara. Oh my gosh, I love the mascara. I think it's a keeper. I have a link to everything in my description. When I redid this today, I did the MAC on the left side and I did Revolution on the other side. I had forgotten all about this palette when I was going through my stash, and I had not used it much. Look at all that. It is comparable to the MAC. I said that the pigments, the texture, everything, and you get 8 for $10. The e.l.f. was 4 for $8.98. I think this is a much better deal, and it's closer to the MAC. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, everybody, I have so many wonderful new products to bring. Yes, I know they're new, but I had them before I decided to do Shop My Stash, which is coming as well. We have a lot of company coming next week. We have my cousins coming from Nevada. Then the next week, I have my girlfriend coming from Bozeman. After that, we go glamping again. It's just wonderful. The weather is just so cooperative, and if we can do it, we're out there. I will take you with me. I love you so much. I am so humbled by your comments. You guys just make my heart sing. I love you so much. Till we meet again.